Hello and welcome to our DormLoop presentation for our app. So here is our homepage or our landing page, and right off the bat, you have your header over here, and then you can click on, you have an SOS here, and you can click on it, and an emergency contacts pop-up will pop up, and you can click here to contact any of these emergency lines. And then here we have our notifications bell, and you click that, and whatever notifications you may have will pop up. Here's a maintenance request, for example, and if you click on it, it'll take you right to the maintenance request screen. And then here's our main dashboard. The idea of this is if this app were to be fully fleshed out, you'd be able to completely customize these widgets and decide how big they're going to be, which ones you want. But just here's an example of a layout somebody might have. So here, this is how you could unlock your dorm. So you could click on this right here and see that lock unlocks. That's signaling that your dorm door is unlocked or locked. Here we have weather or climate controls, and you can click on that to control them. Here is the parking garage status. So it kind of cycles through the different parking garages and how full they are. And you can click on that and it'll take you right to it. All of these you'll be able to click on. So here, this is for your community tab. You have your mail and packages, your maintenance requests, your washing machines and dryers. Here you have, emergency numbers, just like the SOS, and then your food and dining, and you can add more here. And then further down, you have your campus events. This is just, so you don't miss anything on campus. These are obviously just made up, but whatever your campus has to offer will be here. And so if you wanted to click through your dashboard, you can click on this weather, for example, it'll take you to your My Dorm, which is the same as this lock icon here. And from here, you can lock and unlock your front door just like in the widget, but here you have a little bit more information. So you could check your activity, and it'll show you when you've unlocked it or locked it and what time. And then you can also, this is a feature where you could schedule to lock or unlock it in a certain amount of time. So that's pretty convenient. And then here you have your more advanced climate control widget where you can change the temperature in your dorm. It'll tell you the humidity and more other information down here. And then you have your parking status, which it'll tell you the garage number, the spots, and then the capacity it's at. And then you can click on the little icon here, this maps icon, and it'll take you to an external GPS app. And you can cycle through here to find the correct garage you're looking for. And then here's another map that would be interactive if the app was fully functional with your parking locations. And then if you wanted to go to your profile here, you'd be able to change your avatar. Um, you have your information here, your main information that you'd obviously be able to edit here. You have your settings, so your general notification security settings. And then down on the bottom right here is just your menu. So this is going to have everything that the app has to offer. You can add it to your dashboard, and then you can also navigate to these different screens. So if I wanted to go to the food and dining page, I could just click right here. So it's just a main kind of obviously like a menu that you can just click through. Now, if we went back to our dashboard and you wanted to go to your community page, you can click on here as well. So here you have your community page. It'll have all of your information. So you can change your image there, your bio, you could edit your bio, and then here it'll have your dorm and then your whole campus or what section of campus you're living on. So for your dorm, this is Sandpiper Hall, which is located in North Lake. It'll give you your room number, how many residents, and then you can click on this message icon and it'll bring up the group chat for that specific dorm. So this is the Sandpiper Hall community group chat. So just an example of how it would look. And then same thing for North Lake. You have a North Lake Village community. And then you have your residence assistant. So you'll be able to contact them with their phone number or message them through here. So it'll make contacting with your RA really convenient. And then obviously a map. It'll just give you a little bit of an idea of where you are, especially if you're new freshman that's still navigating their way on campus. Here we have the mail and packages. So if you have a mail room, it can be really annoying to know when your package is in and you missed the email or whatever it is. So this is meant to, streamline it directly into the app. And See if you had a mailroom code, you could click to view it or hide it. It'll show you what packages you've delivered and your past packages, so you could review those. Then here you can request maintenance. So you click here, you can add a photo, you can add a description, request maintenance really easy, and then you could check your active requests. So it'll show you how far along your request is from being completed, the category of it, and then there are these options here. You could either click this eye icon and get more information like the description or who the request was assigned to or when it was reported on. And then you can click on the message icon to actually message maintenance if you needed extra help or you needed to send them more information. You could also look at your past orders and review those and some more emergency contacts. Then here you have your washers and dryers. So you have your laundry room. So say you were in the middle of washing something, it would tell you how much time remaining you have, what washer number and what laundry room you're in, and how far along your cycle is from finishing. And then you have your availability if you wanted to reserve something. So you have your washers here. You could flip through those to view all the available washers. You could schedule them here with these icons. And then same thing for dryers. You have the reload button because I'm sure these things won't reload automatically if they were to ever be implemented. And then over here, you have your food icon. So if you wanted to check what's going on campus in terms of food, you could view their menu or order. So if this were implemented at FGCU, this would take you to Grubhub. So you could order from Grubhub. And then same thing with the full hours, that would navigate you to either their website or Google or whatever would give you their full hours. And then it tells you whether they're open or closed and when they open or when they close. And then you have your meal plan right here. So you can click here to add more money to your meal plan. And then it'll tell you your balance here. So I think that just about does it. If you were to click here, it would bring you to the menu so you could add whatever you want to your dashboard. And so yeah, that's every main key screen and asset that we have here. So thank you very much.